Hey everybody, BuffJuice here, and welcome to the third episode of my Medieval 2 stainless steel playthrough, where I'm playing as the Byzantine Empire and trying to restore the Roman borders. Now, I've skipped the loading screen, because there's no point me starting on a loading screen. So this is the assault on Sophia. I'm trying to remember that. Yeah, it was definitely Sophia. And, yeah, I've just been trying to sort out the controls, because Medieval 2 didn't have the best controls, and because I've got a dual screen, I can't put the mouse to the right side of the screen to turn it right. I can to the left, but not to the right, because it goes onto the other monitor. So I'm sort of trying to work out how best to play this. But yeah, so if the camera does random things, that's why. That's me trying to reorientate myself. Now, I have overwhelming force here. Their defenses aren't the best. They have very average units, whereas I have my elites here. I have the Varangian Guard, who are over here, and yep, I've got my general over here. I've got some skirmishers leading. I have the thing. Who's on this skirmishers? I'm just gonna save my Varangians from taking damage. Have them on the siege tower, random cheap skirmishers. They're spearmen, so they can go on the front. Yep, all fine. They are heavy infantry and they will not be on that. I mean, obviously they'll go up after, but for now I want my cheap guys to take the brunt of the fighting. Actually, do I have any more cheap guys to put on the front? Them. No, they're too weak. Okay, yeah, these guys can actually go on that siege tower. So yes, let's get going. Send them there. Send them there. Send them there. Send them there. And them to there. Now, any archers do I have? I have one over there, so I'm going to send him forwards. I haven't played this game in a while, so if I'm a bit rusty and make some shitty mistakes, that's probably why. Moving forwards. It's really annoying not being able to do the thing. I can middle mouse, but that just zooms in. It's not very useful, like, at all. Okay, so they've got, obviously their towers are firing fire arrows at me to try and destroy my siege machines, but I don't think it'll actually be enough. See, look, they've got peasants, Bulgarian brigands, which are skirmishers, and levy archers. These guys are going to melt onto my Varangians, so I'm not too worried. I mean, I'll move the Varangians up, actually, because otherwise they won't be able to do anything. I'll move them up to there. And yes, these guys are already on the thing. Heavy cavalry are over here, so I'm going to move them forwards. Varangians moving. This guy, these are not doing anything. I'm going to send them forward so they can actually do something. They've only got 40 men, so I'm actually going to fool them, bring them back. They need to be, like, in a safe position than just being taking constant poke. I'll move my general forwards as well. He can sit behind the Scholarii. Okay, so my heavy infantry are about to breach the walls, or well, they're about to get into the siege tower. It's raining, which is very useful because obviously that lowers the chance of my stuff burning in flames, which is good because that's a hell of a lot of fire arrows there. But they can't stop the arrows, the ladders, which is their main threat. Our Varangian Guards are moving up.
Our men have reached the walls with their ladders.
Yes, these guys can go in and soak up some damage,
and
then my Varangians will move in and clean up.
Now the butcher's work begins.
Yeah, see, they've got a lot of archers, but I have a lot of heavy infantry and spearmen, so I'm not too worried.
It will not be long before our enemy's defenses fall.
Siege towers. I've got 2 siege towers and some ladders already doing their thing. There's actually a lot of men there. I don't know how good these guys are going to be against them. They're only skirmishers.
The ladders are now in place. Walls are no match for valor.
Where did I send my other
force of arms?
Here. Okay, they're climbing those walls there. So I've got these heavy infantry, which are just building up in there. I really hope it doesn't set on fire, because that'd be a really awful way to lose them. And here come the... Are they just skirmishers? They are just skirmishers. Okay. Let's see how well this goes. Oh, well, they've already pushed their way into these Bulgarian skirmishers, Bulgarian brigands. They're all bunching up to try and, I don't know, brace the gate, maybe? I mean, literally, they've just been told to attack, and the
It
AI is
is
just running into
unwise
the
to
door.
praise the day before sunset, but
So,
our men are
actually,
winning the battle.
These guys are
and
doing a pretty good job,
forging
so I'm going to send my
worthy
Varangians over here to join in the main assault on the gate. These guys are making... Actually, no, they're kind of struggling. I suppose because they're taking lots of damage from the siege tower. So I'm going to move these guys up, because all the enemies have left from there, and they're just taking unnecessary damage. Lots of Magyar cavalry, so I'm glad I've got spearmen there to take the brunt of it. How long has that gate got left? 72%. Okay, so it won't be too long. I've got my cavalry ready to rush in as soon as the gates are clear. Yeah, I control this push on the wall. Those levy archers can't get anywhere. The Bulgarian... Yeah, so that wall is mine, really. Lots of arrows from these Magyars. It's not good. Keep them on the assault. The game was always a bit glitchy when it came to walls and everything. You never seemed to understand what you were trying to get them to do. 100%. Okay, so I'll send in the spearmen first because there's a hell of a lot of cavalry in there, but they're all only thingy. What are they called? Horse archers, not heavy cavalry. So in a straight up fight, my Varangians would probably take them on, but again, the spearmen are cheaper, and I want them to take the brunt of the fighting, and they have a bonus against cavalry, so there shouldn't be any issue there.
Our soldiers have proved their worth today. The enemy's
also
walls
get my
belong to us now.
Because they're taking a hell of a lot of tower damage, which is not good. These are all like League of Legends terms that I'm using here, but it all applies. Get over here and fight them. What are you doing? Sparfarii Vos to Vasilios. Okay. I'm sure it means something, I don't know. But I'm probably sure. So yeah, these spearmen are forcing themselves in onto the cavalry. Lots of arrows coming my way. Not good. I'll probably lose quite a few men trying to take the centre square. Because obviously once they're in the centre square they don't lose any morale, so they're not going to break. So it's a fight to the death essentially. But yeah, I mean, what's happening up here? Okay, defeat is essentially certain there. Victory seems certain there though, so differing opinions. I'm going to send these skirmishers in, get them involved at the moment they're not doing anything. And where are my spearmen? Spearmen are there. So I'm going to send these guys down onto the main street, because the walls are ours, mostly. Group, do not chase. Get them there. I'm going to move my cavalry in, because now the coast is clear, near enough. So they can come in. This also means that if all these guys on the walls retreat, which they're probably about to, yep, because the tide has turned against them, then they'll all be cut down, so it's fine. See, look at this mass of people here. I wish I was a ballista, because that would destroy them. So yes, once everyone is grouped up, I'll make the final charge, because there's a hell of a lot of people, and I don't want them to just be cut down one by one. Okay, I'll send my cavalry round the other side instead of sending them there, so they can come over here if they want to. There we go. They'll head there, and then from there I can send them round the really long way around. Jesus, to attack from behind if needed. So what do I have here? I'm just going to pause it just so I have a better idea. So I have them, spearmen, and Varangians. So this is my main melee force, which is all here. I'm going to have them move up to there. These guys are fighting up here still against these skirmishers who are now... oh no, the Bulgarian brigands are routing. These guys are fighting still, which is kind of annoying. They should have folded by now. This guy's still there. He's still taking tower damage. Stop it. Stop taking tower damage. Send him forwards, because they need to be there. These guys can all be running. Come on, it's a war zone. Taking constant arrow damage. You do not want to do that. And as usual, I will send my spearmen first, because it's mainly archers, horse archers. these guys should be cut down. They're against Varangian Guard, the elite. Yeah, victory is now certain, which is good. As it should be. Are these guys skirmishers? No, they're not. No. Well, they are, but they're not in skirmish mode. So these cavalry have finally arrived here. I'm going to send them back around here. I didn't want to send them straight here straight away because they just run straight through the enemy, which should not be good, to put it lightly. Again, move these forwards, go and kill the peasants. Why did you charge so far forwards? I mean, whatever you want, but that was not a good idea because you're now on your own. There's a lot of enemies. Lots of arrows, hell of a lot of arrows. Are these guys actually doing anything? No, they're not. Come on, be useful. Oh, whatever. So my cavalry are almost round. I'm just going to pause it just so I have a look at what their stats are. They get a hell of a lot of charge bonus, and they've got decent attack and decent defense, so they should be able to just, well, slice their way through the Magyars, because they're, I'm guessing, judging from them and judging from what I know of the Magyars, they're pretty lightly armoured, not very good in melee. They're all about hit and run tactics, and we've got them in the middle of the square. There's nowhere for them to run to. Very useful little tool. That's the main reason I use this UI instead of the more minimalist AI UI, because the other UI is just better, except it doesn't have that, which I find very useful.
It is unwise to praise the day before sunset, but
they've killed 35
our men
of mine.
are winning the battle.
We've killed 43% of theirs.
A
That's not a big enough
victory.
difference for me to be completely happy, but now it should change, because they should just carve through them. There's no real problem there, I don't think. Yeah, Bulgarian rebels are being just completely put down. Yep, see, just that's a good amount of them dying for me. There's always going to be losses, but as long as there's losses, which these are, we're completely just slaughtering through these levies. Alright, keep going forwards. You guys don't assault. That's what you keep doing. You get in the way.
Praise to our Lord. Our men
I wish there was
have
just an attack
slain
move
the
so they'd
enemy
slowly
general.
make their
The
way
enemy
up.
are badly
Attack everyone on the
bloody.
way.
They have
There
lost
might be, but
half
I'm
their
not sure
men.
how to do it. Capturing all these random guys, which doesn't matter. What's happening over here? I forgot about over here. Oh, we did take them. Okay, that's good. And they're throwing javelins. Oh, Jesus! Wow. That's a lot of javelins to throw. Oh, I do love a concentrated volley of projectiles. It is slaughter most of the time. Okay, so they've got a large amount of people, and they're just being completely destroyed. Which of course they will do, because they're mostly peasants and lightly armoured cavalry. Against elite Varangian Guard and Scolaria. Oh, the peasants have routed. What a surprise. And they're being slaughtered. Because they're as soon as enough of them are inside that square, they all immediately rally. And they then won't break again until the ones in the square get killed, obviously. So, yeah, they'll just slowly be killed. I mean, it's probably not the most efficient way of doing this. I think we're backing out and going back in to try and avoid all unnecessary casualties, but there's a lot of archers, and I just want to get stuck in, use my melee advantage to the best of its ability, and I'm pretty sure they're all about to be wiped out. Oh, and all these guys were wiped out. That is unfortunate, for them at least. Send my general in, so he can actually be of use. One guy's fighting to the death. A couple of them are fighting to the death. See, there's a hell of a lot of units here, and they're all mine. A couple of peasants holding out still. They're very brave, but they are fighting in vain. So much fighting.
My lord! Our men are in command of the
killed
castle.
100%, so there we go.
The enemy flees the battle.
They fled the battle.
Run down
And I'll end the
those
battle there.
All of
So I
Christendom will
committed
be awed by the
999 men.
victory we
I
have
lost
won here
371.
today.
and I killed 784. So there was just over 100 unaccounted for. Casualties healed. It's not looking too bad. Yeah, that's pretty good. Happy with that. Good performance from the men. Went to the Greek lands and we were led into a place where they served their god. We did not know where we were, on heaven or on earth, and we do not know how to talk about this. And there we go. Sophia is mine. The Bulgarian peasants have been crushed.
Honorable victory, my noble lord.
It's a wooden castle. I'm gonna exterminate it. Just because I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they're mostly pagan and Catholic, and I don't want to deal with that at the moment. So, first things first, Orthodox chapel, and there's no one to retrain at the moment because there is anything damaged. Nothing's damaged. Okay, and then after that, garrison quarters and clear the land. Sophia has been raised, which is good. And yeah, so this army is still besieging them. Because I don't really want to risk a pitched battle. Because I'd win it, but I'd lose too many men. So I want to wear them down a bit first.
Ready to trade.
Diplomat, oh no, that's a merchant, isn't it? Yeah. Diplomat's here,
Yes,
yeah.
my lord.
So he'll go the next turn. And there we have it. Okay, next turn. Oh yeah, this fleet's on the way. So yeah, the reason I'm sending that fleet all the way over to the Adriatic is so that I can hopefully knock Venice out very quickly. If I can land troops on, I don't know if I can land troops on the actual island of Venice or just on the bridge. As long as there's no army in between, I should be fine. I've got no siege machines, so they'd have to be built. But hopefully I could actually survive. Very loyal characters coming up. Novgorodian mayor's died, which is a shame, but I don't really care. This is this guy. Okay, I'm gonna send him down to Sparta.
Your orders,
by
noble one.
boat, because it's probably slightly quicker. So I'll drop him off at
Plotting
Smyrna,
course now, my lord.
and then he can walk all
We
the way
shall
from there.
continue tomorrow, my lord.
Durazzo has built those, which is good. Kingdom of Portugal is now at war with the Moors, and Aragon and Portugal are now allies. That makes so much sense. Nicaea, Ballista has been built, so I can now recruit Ballista, which is useful. Because I quite like using them in a defensive siege, because you just line them up at the far end of the road by the gates, and as soon as the gates open you fire, and you can kill dozens of them. And it can the fire ballista is actually really useful to break a enemy force quite early on in a battle, which is quite useful. Did I see my own guy over here? No. Okay, but this guy, he's currently giving me information on Ragusa, so I'm actually gonna move this fleet down to stand outside Ragusa, or float outside Ragusa, and send this guy up to the Holy Roman Empire, or at least that region. Yeah, I'm going to send. Original plan was to send him to Rome, so I'm going to send him to Rome. Am I still allied? Are they still allied with? They are allied with the Papal States, so that'd be bad. They're allied with all the Italian states, which is quite an interesting way to start the game. Rhodes is Rhodes. I'm not too worried about. I might turn Rhodes into a town. I'm going to turn it into a town. It's better for Rhodes to be a town than for it to be a castle. It's not the most useful place to recruit troops anyway. So, and if it's taken, it's got the natural defense of the sea. They'd have to go out of the way to actually get them. So, recruit some last castle troops.
Yes, my lord. Your orders?
Send this fleet there, and then onwards, back onwards to Venice.
Now, my lord.
And yeah, Sofia, that's recruiting. I'm gonna recruit some more guys there. Anyone more? Nope. Okay, that's all the ones I can get from there. Stables after that, and then a Boya. I think it's Boya. Not sure. What are we looking religion-wise? Sophia, yes. I'm gonna send him back to Sophia. I've got the Hungarians on my border after I've gone through There, that's going to be my next target. All these guys, they can be retrained. Good. Yeah, and this turn too. And once this turn is complete, I will end this episode. It's been quite a useful episode. I mean, I've crushed a rebel settlement. It's not the biggest achievement in the world. They weren't particularly tough, but it was a good first battle. It went well. What's going on over there? If the Turks could get involved in a fight with the Fatimids, that would be useful. Because then, of course, they'll wear themselves out there. But that would decrease my relations with the Fatimids, but it doesn't matter for me because I'm not even on their border, so it's fine. Another... no, I'm not going to do that. Seljuk Sultan died. That's unfortunate. Strongest faction is Seljuks. That's not good. They need to wear themselves out. They've built stuff. Kafa's got Town Watch. Sophia's got a chapel. Skopa's got land. Drazil's got roads and IKEA. All that. Lots of peasant forces. These guys. Yeah, so I will end this episode here. Thank you for watching. Next episode, I will probably finish the Siege of Arta. And from there, head up into the Balkans. While, of course, building up all my settlements that I currently own. Because I am still getting a lot of money. I'm still getting plus 8,000 a turn. Like, I'm obviously not playing it right, because that's a lot of money to have. I should have way more armies, I think. But there's no armies to have. Like, they're all pretty crap. I'm just going to recruit in Corinth, why not? It's the best castle I have at the moment, I think. It's a castle, everyone else is wooden castle. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.